The rivalry between Kendrick Lamar and Drake is one of the most intricate and fascinating in hip-hop history. A few years ago, Kendrick Lamar issued a bold challenge with his well-known diss track, Not Like Us, which was aimed directly at Drake. Many anticipated an immediate response from Drake, but he surprised everyone by staying silent. This silence was not merely a lack of reaction, it was a strategic move that unexpectedly shifted the dynamics of power in hip-hop. To understand this better, Kendrick's lyrics in Not Like Us contain sharp critiques of Drake, questioning his authenticity and dominance in the rap industry. Kendrick wasn't just attacking Drake's music, he was challenging the very foundation of his success. He accused Drake of relying on inauthenticity and gimmicks to achieve fame. This was more than just a typical diss, it was a direct challenge to everything Drake represented in hip-hop. Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Cookies. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts about the video. I hope to see you in our next cookies. So, where was Drake during all this? Fans and critics eagerly awaited his response, expecting him to retaliate with his signature lyrical prowess, as he had done with other rivals like Meek Mill. However, instead of responding, Drake opted for silence. The world anticipated a verse that would counter Kendrick's claims and reaffirm his position, but that verse never materialized. Initially, many interpreted Drake's silence as a sign of weakness. After all, he had built his reputation on swiftly addressing challenges, whether from Meek Mill or Pusha T. So why was he not responding to Kendrick? Was Kendrick's disaffecting him, or was there a different reason? In reality, Drake's silence was his most potent weapon in this conflict. By not engaging with Kendrick's diss track, he conveyed a message that was more impactful than any verse could be. He didn't need to participate in a public feud to assert his dominance in hip-hop. Drake recognized something that many artists overlook, that true power comes not from petty disputes or lyrical battles, but from influence, consistency, and a loyal global fanbase. While Kendrick's Not Like Us aimed to challenge the foundations of hip-hop, it was Drake's choice to remain disengaged that reinforced his status at the pinnacle of the rap scene. Instead of falling into the trap of a feud, Drake focused on what he excels at, creating hit songs, shaping culture, and expanding his brand. This strategic silence allowed him to concentrate on the bigger picture, while Kendrick remained caught up in the struggle for credibility. This isn't to downplay Kendrick Lamar's significance. In fact, his authenticity and lyrical complexity have garnered him respect from both fans and peers. However, Kendrick's challenge to the rap industry focused more on critiquing the inauthenticity he perceived in mainstream music rather than targeting Drake as an individual artist. While Kendrick questioned the commercialization of hip-hop, Drake chose not to respond to a diss track, allowing his music and business successes to speak for themselves. What unfolded in this quiet rivalry between two of hip-hop's leading figures? Kendrick's track, Not Like Us, resonated with audiences and sparked discussions, but Drake's ongoing chart success demonstrated that his silence was a triumph. With each chart-topping album, sold-out concert, and lucrative endorsement, Drake's empire expanded, while Kendrick's impactful message became just another commentary on a constantly changing industry. This silence not only allowed Drake to retain his dominance, but also revealed a deeper truth. In today's rap scene, being a skilled lyricist isn't sufficient. One must also be a cultural powerhouse, a role Drake has effectively embraced. His influence stretches well beyond music. He's a mogul, a businessman, and a cultural icon. A few critical remarks from Kendrick Lamar couldn't disrupt that. As for Kendrick, what does his standing in the industry look like after this lack of response? He remains one of hip-hop's most respected voices, continually pushing the genre's boundaries and earning a dedicated fanbase that values the depth of his work. Yet, Kendrick's approach contrasts with Drake's. While Drake's strength is rooted in commercial success and broad influence, Kendrick's power lies in his ability to challenge norms and speak truthfully about the industry. His critique of Drake was not merely personal, it was a broader condemnation of the industry itself. Kendrick aims to represent a generation that opposes the commodification of hip-hop, whereas Drake profits from it. So, what does the silence indicate for hip-hop's future? It marks a transformation. The landscape is no longer solely about lyrical rivalries or determining the best rapper. It now encompasses influence, business savvy, and maintaining relevance in an ever-accelerating industry. While Kendrick's quest for authenticity and depth is commendable, in a realm where Drake reigns supreme in charts and media, it's evident that the rules of engagement have shifted. Drake didn't just endure Kendrick's challenge, he reshaped the narrative, illustrating that in contemporary rap, sometimes silence can be the most impactful strategy. Drake's choice not to respond was more than just a tactical move, it was a statement of power. He understood that engaging with Kendrick on his terms wouldn't alter the course of his career. Instead, he allowed the silence to convey a powerful message. Ultimately, it was Kendrick who had to continue striving for relevance, while Drake remained at the pinnacle, unaffected and unconcerned. In the meantime, as we await the next installment of this quiet rivalry, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for exciting updates on this unfolding story. You won't want to miss the next chapter in the saga of Kendrick and Drake. Stay tuned.